Hello folks, it's Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Coming to the blog post we want to share with you, we review all the latest and coolest social media technology. This is from SolidLineProducts.com, that's SolidLineProducts.com. And we reviewed a couple of their products here on the Chris Voss Show. We've been pretty impressed with them. This is, of course, the detachable keyboard case for iPad 2 and the new iPad. We've also reviewed their iPhone 4 and 4S slide-out keyboard that has a slide-out keyboard for your iPhone. Pretty cool. Be sure to check out their website and see the cool products and also the reviews we've done on the chrisvossshow.com. This is, like I said, built for the new iPad, the iPad 3 generation, if you want to call it that, and the iPad 2. It's a detachable keyboard case, works with Bluetooth in order to be able to, integrate with the iPad. So what you've got here is you've got an ultra lightweight, versatile design in a case, keyboard, and stand. So it's all inclusive in there where it stands too. You've got a textured rubber finish that gives you slip resistance and easy to grip. It's got a wireless keyboard with magnets so you can separate it easily from the case. It's let's see, tactile keyboard features full-size keys. Full-size keys are important. I had one Bluetooth keyboard where the keys were ultra small and it was really hard to deal with. You can charge it in 4.5 hours and it'll give you 90 hours of continued use with a 1-year limited warranty. So very cool there on the back of the box details. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you get inside. Now, one of the things, of course, you'll get when you open this is a USB cable and a micro USB cable where you can take and charge this device and make sure your Bluetooth is always up to par. That's always important. And this is the device itself. You can get a good idea as to what this looks like. We don't have an iPad in it, of course, quite yet. But it's got a nice rubberized finish on the outside. It's not going to slip off of things. It's got one of these nice felt bands that can hold paperwork and other things for you that you might take to and from work. In the back, it's got a stand area. We'll show you that here in a second as to how that works. But let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have to see here. And of course, it's going to come with a with the set of directions and manuals so that you can be able to operate the device properly. Let's take a look. Now, this is the keyboard in and of itself. I really like this keyboard. One of the things I love about it is it's got this band in the front that helps you kind of have a little bit of a wrist rest so you're not constantly pressing the keys. A lot of the Bluetooth keyboards that I've seen, they go clean out to the end. It also has some protectors, some rubber grommets that are protecting the keyboard itself from getting bashed by the iPad. I really like that feature. Now, of course, this pops out magnetic-wise from the case itself. And then in the back here, this will fold out, as you can see. It's got a nice felt back to protect your iPad from scratches and everything else. And you can see that comes at different angles. We'll get into that in a second. So let's take a look at the keyboard itself as we hone in here. You can see it's got several different indicator lights and a pairing button that help it. You can also take and control your music with the keyboard, which is really nice. You've actually got control of the home key. Let's see what else we got. Pretty much full-size keys. The keys are work really well and very comfortable and easy to use, just like you would use any other keyboard. Been pretty impressed with them so far. In looking down the side here, what we're going to see is the on-off button and a micro USB plug where you can plug this in to charge it, and you can see the lights on. So we currently have it on now. Nothing else really much to see. The back is pretty standard. It's got some rubber grommets on the bottom to protect whatever you set this on so that it's not going to take a scratch. The keyboard is very light, which I really like. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and take an iPad and put it into the case. It's pretty easy to pop in and out. And let's see, there we go. Okay, so now you can get a good idea as to how this looks. And of course, it's got nice stopper grips with some little pokey things that stick out right here. You probably can't see them too well, but what they do is there's two holes here on the case keypad that they can rest in, so they can either rest at this measure or they can rest here in the things. And so they actually hook into those areas, which is really cool. So let's slide this around so you can get a good idea as to what this looks like from the sides. And so you've got two different hook places you can put this in if you have the keyboard attached. Now the great thing is, of course, you can move this keyboard out and you can still use those hooks as you want to. And of course, you can remove the keyboard itself. Let me show you this. The great thing about the rubberized case is you can move this in and out at different angles and it will stay with the case, and of course you've got the keyboard in your lap or someplace that might be comfortable for you. So really smart design, very technologically innovative, where they've used the back and you can adjust this downward depending upon what angle you prefer to be able to watch your iPad at, which is really important sometimes if you're getting glare or light or sun off of your iPad. So pretty cool stuff there. Now the iPad, of course, or the keyboard, of course, is detachable. Let's see if we can't get that baby into place. There we go. And let's see if we can't get in the shot too. That might be good. There we go. Okay, and let's take a look at how this works with our keyboard. The red roses. As you can see, the keyboard works really well. I'm of course trying to type from an angle here. The wind is strong. We'll just do some interesting things. So it's very responsive with the keyboard here, very easy to deal with, and like I say, I love the ability to be able to remove the keyboard. Really smart design how they put these little lock-in elements in where you can lock these in. You can easily pair with other devices just by pushing this button. It will pair with other devices you might switch this to. Now keep in mind you can use this with any Bluetooth design product. So if you're traveling, you're using your iPad, but maybe you want to switch to your iPhone for some reason, you can do that too. So be sure to check out the product. I really like it. Really impressed with their products so far that have come from slimlineproducts.com. You can see what this looks like fully in the case. You, of course, have access to all your buttons, your camera, everything else that you need to do to take in charge, and headphones. So really great for the student, traveler, person who's on the go, mobile, commuter, etc., etc. Great way to really enjoy your iPad experience and be able to have a keyboard to go with it. So be sure to check them out. They're at SolidLineProducts.com. That's SolidLineProducts.com. It's the RightShift 2, iPad 2, and it's also for the new iPad 3, if you want to call it that, detachable keyboard case. Thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to check back often.